Okay, that's going to be the Kayle. So it is going to be the Galio in the support position, and Smeb deciding that he wants to take the Klepto matchup with this Kayle, unless he flexes it to BDD. There are a lot of different options here.
Olaf's bread and butter.
Yep, that was what KT beat in game number 1. Can they do it in game 2? Snowflower's already down to half health though, so we'll see whether KT are going to once again have a rough time here on the bottom side of the map. BDD, who doesn't have any regen so far.
All right, now here comes your boy Olaf.
Yeah, going to get the Mark of the Storm. Flash immediately does come out. Good stun comes in, and Smeb should be falling. Takes a little while, but Mighty Bear does walk away and isn't killed by the turret.
As Smeb, because his CS is so strong, it's not one of those awful first backs where you die and buy a Sapphire Crystal and also a Dark Seal. Getting Sheen here, the amount of time it took to get off that gank is big. Mighty Bear used his Predator. Let's see if Smeb gets greedy, because right now the minion wave's in an awkward spot.
Well, there's the flash in from Mighty Bear. Smeb gets the double slow with the Q, which is huge, but still, the fight is happening, and he's well and truly dead. Minute, remember, doesn't have the cleanse available. Moo doesn't have any mana available, and KT have a lot of control, and Score waiting in the wings.
They don't spot him.
Check
they
him.
Don't know he's there.
This is real dangerous. Okay, Snowflower has the flash, the double taunt, and the double knock-up from Score as well. Cataclysm will secure the 2 kills, and Snowflower perfectly tanks the turret.
What a hollow victory for our reigning champions until 2 days ago.
Yep. First time in history that it's happened immediately in the promotion tournament after being the champions. I mean, remember, oftentimes it was SKT who were the champions, then teams like Kingzone that showed so much dominance. Roger Gaming, of course, being the name that they managed to get one on.
Happy that they're taking the very early introduction to the Rift Herald. KT picked up that second Cloud Drake. Some more gold, not going to Moo and Minute. Remember that. Moo and Minute are going to be delayed on their item timings, and while it's not a huge CS lead, it's still a lead for the Xayah and Galio and Varus and Tahm Kench. Being ripped apart left, right, and center. Here's 4 members trying to dunk him.
Make that 5 as the teleports come in. Great double knock-up once again, but the Devour Flash will get the Varus out of the way. The Claw comes in. There's the ultimate, and Zenit had the ult on top of him as well, coming in from the Kayle, but it's not quite enough. The Ignite comes down, but it is going to be a positive trade here for VSG. I take it all back. 2 for 2 here between the 2 teams under the turret. And the first dive was clean, the second was horrendous.
It was definitely a trade up for VSG, because look who's alone. Rearus just auto-attacking down and will get this turret over time. It was an awful turret dive, Atlas, because Xayah took the turret aggro, never ideal, but things happen. But then used her ult at the same time as Kayle ult. So they actually didn't even get multiple turret shots from investing Kayle's time. So Kayle loses out all this farm and her turret.
Yeah, straight up disaster. Rearus is going to get all of the turret plates and has a huge lead. The popular build here in Korea.
In pro play, yes, and in solo queue from the start, yes, but actually the trend has changed. I've been researching
I feel like
Kayle
AP
builds.
has happened a lot more, right?
A lot of on-hit Kayle has returned.
Oh, wow, okay.
With Witsend, Nashor's Rageblade kind of builds. There's been a lot less of this AD build, but in pro play, it is usually the build because the Sheen burst feels so good and it builds naturally from there. Small visual bug with the charge coming in. That's a gold
Some
charge.
confusing stuff coming in here, but there's the flash out. The Ragnarok used. Rem is going to be able to pick up the aggro. Smeb's in position, goes golden. That's the second ult. BDD helps lock down the kill for the Kayle. And now Snowflower turns up. Mighty Bear gets Cataclysm. That's a great devour from Minute. Mighty Bear will be able to walk out. It is Score falling down. Snowflower so close as BDD's stunned. Dives on top of Rearus now as Smeb is still there with the DPS, and Zenit will turn up. BDD flashes, picks up 1. Zenit's in there with the ultimate. Moo is going to be dead. Double kill for the Xayah, and Minute is going to follow. BDD just wanted to utilize a Kayle ultimate for some reason, and KT will be able to celebrate after a 1-team fight.
No skill points to count, but Smeb is now ascended as that permanent range advantage. Going to take down the Ocean Drake, and just map control not being on the Olaf side is pretty consequential. While the names have changed, the way we judge the comps haven't changed that much from game number 1 to game number 2. It's because the pieces on VSG are best piloted aggressively. Speaking of aggression, we're going to see a turret dive soon.
Yep, Smeb's going to get ulted. Does still have that Divine Judgment available. There's the Abyssal Voyage, but no Justice Punch is going to land there from Snowflower. Score goes golden, but he's surrounded by 5 members, and Moo is going to grab that kill comfortably.
Well, we kind of stopped saying.
We certainly did.
It seemed like an insult at some point. But he's on the flank here, and he's pretty big, as we know.
Yep, he's going to get that Shroud down. Devour comes in, but Minute, will he be able to actually get Moo to safety? Backline, though. Slicing Maelstrom is massive, and KT's health bars are falling low. Flash out from Zenit, and he's removed from the fight by Rem. Now Snowflower has the ultimate on top of him. It's a good taunt as PDD. A lot of damage, and Smeb as well. At half health, just able to get so much consistent DPS. PDD falls down, but Smeb picks up the pieces, and VSG run for the hills.
KT trying to make it difficult for themselves, even with some great tools against VSG's comp. Yet they still get over the line. They still keep up with the Mountain Drake. It's weird, it's wonderful, it's relegations, but KT, they stay a step ahead. VSG camping top, and KT camping bot is. Hold the point for now as it moves pretty far up.
Yep, Devour has to be used very early in this one. The ultimate did come out from the Varus, but get absolutely nothing done. And now BDD dives in. Shroud goes down. That's going to be the ultimate used. Divine Judgment. The flank comes in from the back as Ruris gets damaged. Onto 2 with the Slicing Maelstrom, but no one's going to die. Heroic Entrance comes forward. It does have to be a stopwatch used by REM, but he has to get devoured afterwards and isn't able to get damage in there. KT, they're softened up, and no one has fallen apart from Moo early in the fight.
One Slicing Maelstrom later, maybe we're talking about VSG getting back into the series.
Yep, Mighty Bear taking
here it
is.
Damage.
Rich flashes forward. The ultimates do come out though. Smeb keeps himself alive. Zenit survives in the backline, and Riris is going to be the first target. Smeb gets rid of him after the Zonyas. 2 kills immediately erupt as there's no more solo lanes for VSG and KT. They tidy up the team fight from before. They get a double kill for the Kale, and they will have the Baron.
They get double backline access, but no one dies, Atlas. They need a numbers advantage to keep fighting to allow Moo to have the space to hit. Unfortunately, Moo can't put out any damage in that fight, and KT say thank you very much. We delete Baron.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful pivot from what was the earlier disastrous dive. This time, it was Featherstorm utilized by Zenit, and Smeb had his own Divine Judgment in order to keep himself alive through the Slicing Maelstrom. That could have been a huge disaster. As speaking of which, Moo is also just, oh no, Mighty Bear is here. The flash forward from BDD.
And turn on for the kills here. VSG see the trade they made, and unfortunately the trade seems to be suiting KT, and I think this 2-0 is imminent.
Yeah, inner turret's going to go down bottom side, but the inhibitor is already dead in that mid lane. As KT, when it comes to killing turrets, they have so much damage, it is ridiculous. Now going to transition that siege here to the bottom side. There are 2 siege minions. And KT, it should be a matter of course when it comes to taking this one down. BDD looking for yet another flank on this Akali. Azir into the Akali, he's going through the alphabet. Things are looking good no matter which letter he's up to. Okay, there's a double taunt. Riris does have Slicing Maelstrom as BDD goes low, but Score dives into the backline. Riris will fall. Smeb grabs the first kill. The flash forward from Zenit. Oh my goodness, the engaged Xayah for the double kill, and Rem's going to follow. KT having a party under Nexus turrets, and it looks like a fun one if you're a KT Rolster fan. A 2-0 and only one more game in order to get them back towards the LCK for 2019 summer. A best of 5 can get them there.